Hey guys, what is that? Welcome back to my channel. If you have been paying attention to my last few videos, I've been talking about audience retention rate and why it's so important to keep your audience watching your videos for as long as possible. And if you really want to improve your audience retention rate, you really need to make your videos as interesting as possible, as well as learn why they are leaving your video. So in this video today, I want to share some tips and some tricks with you guys, some things that honestly you may not even notice that I do in every single YouTube video just to keep you interested and to keep you watching. So if you're ready for this video, let's just go ahead and jump to my computer, and the first thing we're going to take a look at is my analytics. Of course, we're always going to take a look at the analytics. There are two things that I want to take a look at, and I want you guys to do this alongside with me so that you can better understand what you're doing right within your videos and maybe where you can improve your videos to keep people watching them for even longer. So right within your analytics page right here, I'm just going to go ahead and click on see more. Now, if you haven't really kind of dove into the advanced settings within YouTube analytics, you may not have known that this is even possible. But right up here, you can do views by video. I'm going to click on this drop down, and there's actually an option for more metrics. For me, my suggested metric is average view duration, and that is exactly what we want to look at. So I'm going to click on that, and now the first option right here is the average view duration, meaning how long people are actually watching these videos on average. So you can take a look at these videos and see what ones are really performing. So this video right here, understand the YouTube algorithm as a small YouTuber, that has a 6-minute average view duration, so that's actually pretty good. And here's another one that's over 6 minutes, and it's advice for new YouTubers answering your most asked questions. So those two have got a pretty high view duration. People are watching it for a lot longer. So compared to, let's see, like this 414, how I edit my YouTube videos using iMovie, clearly that didn't keep people engaged for as long as I would have liked them to. Now, what you can do with these stats is just compare and contrast and see what videos are actually keeping people interested for longer. And it could be the topic for the video, or I know that one of them, my advice for new YouTubers, that was more of a Q&A style. So if answering you guys' questions and having you actually engage more so with the video and really kind of create the video, it's revolving around you guys, that kept you interested for longer. So if I notice that there's some kind of similarity that's actually keeping people watching my videos, I am more likely to create those kinds of videos because I know it's just going to help my average view duration across my channel in general. And then the second thing you want to take a look at, I would do this for your most popular videos right now. So what ones are generating you the most views? You want to take a look at where people are actually dropping off the videos. So in order to do that, you want to go to your videos over here on the left-hand side. I'm going to click on views so that it is sorted by views. And we've already taken a look at this video right here, how long it takes to get monetized on YouTube. So let's jump to this 2 million monthly viewers on Pinterest video. Over here on the left-hand side, I'm going to click on analytics. And then what you can do, this section right here shows you your audience retention. Now, this is just the average view duration, this 355. And basically what that means is all of the viewers watching this YouTube video, what is the average spot that people are dropping off? I like to pay attention to this because I will watch it for about 15 minutes before, 15 minutes after this average view duration and see, okay, what is going on in this 30-second chunk and why are people leaving? And it could be something silly, like I included a transition that people didn't like, or maybe I included a sound effect and people absolutely hated it, or it could just be that my video was honestly boring and that's the part that they left me at. So I like to pay attention to this average view duration right here, but you can always click on this see more option, and this graph is actually going to show you where people are dropping off. So right here, 65% audience retention rate, and then it drops down to 59%. So I'm losing about 5% there. It's like 5.5%. So that may be a good area to take a look at to see why are people leaving. And the cool thing about this is that you can actually see your video up here and watch it right away to see what is going on and why you're actually losing those viewers. And you can do this all the way through, especially if you are losing like a big chunk. I noticed at the beginning, 0 to 7 seconds, I'm losing people, and it could just be the way I'm talking. They don't like my personality. That I really can't control, but there are other things within your editing style as well as the way that you are shooting your videos that you could change, tweak to make your videos a little bit better so that people keep watching them. When it comes to making your videos as interesting as possible, I think a lot of people associate it with the editing, and I'm not going to lie, the editing plays a big part within it. But to me, I think really the foundation is laid within your filming. If you shoot a whole YouTube video where you're sitting right here and you're just talking the whole entire time, that is going to be a more boring video compared to someone that jumps around and gets different scenes and actually shows you what they're doing, which actually brings me to a couple of the first tips that I want to share with you guys. So the very first one, you may notice that I do this within just about every single one of my videos. I jump scenes and I move the camera position even if it's just just a little bit because that adds a bit more interest. I personally do not like the videos where someone is sitting in one spot the whole entire time and just talking to you. I find that boring. So to add a little bit of interest, I try to jump around my house where I think it is appropriate. So I shot the intro scene in my living room. It's a bit more personal with me actually holding my camera compared to when I am showing you something on my computer. I want to be sitting at my desk so you feel like you're right there beside me. Then I'm actually showing you a tutorial and you're getting it one-on-one with me. The next tip that I have for you guys is to actually show your audience what you're doing. I already said this, but if I'm sitting here the whole time talking to you and I'm trying to explain how to do something within the analytic platform, you aren't going to really understand what I'm talking about. It's going to be a lot harder for you to try to navigate it on your own. So when I'm trying to show you something like how I get access to these certain analytics, I will actually do a screen recording of it and I will include it in my YouTube video. Now, I've gotten a couple of questions about how I record my screen. I have got an iMac desktop computer and I actually just use QuickTime because it comes for free. It's very easy to do, as well as it can get the sound, although most of the time I do not use the sound because I want to get the sound that is coming from my camera. But if you are curious, or if you want to create your own screen recordings and incorporate it within your YouTube videos, that's how I do that. Now, let's say that doesn't relate to you at all. It wouldn't make sense if you have screen recordings over your videos. There are other things that you could do. Let's say you're a vlogger, and instead of telling your audience that you're either going to the gym or making brownies, show them what you are doing. This is going to make the biggest difference in your YouTube videos compared to you just talking to the camera the whole entire time. Adding a little bit of B-roll or just scenes over you talking even is going to take your video up a notch. And it's not that hard to get a few little clips, even if you are making brownies. Show your ingredients, show you mixing it, show you putting it in the oven. Those little details are actually going to keep people interested. The next tip I have for you guys is something that I do before I shoot every single one of my YouTube videos. I create a plan. Every single time I write down my ideas, where I want to shoot the scene, exactly what I'm going to be talking about, if I need screen captures or overlays to include within the video, I create a plan ahead of time. And the reason why I do this is so that I'm not just pulling out my camera and rambling forever and ever, trying to cover what I think I want to talk about, but I'm just not really sure. And at the end of my YouTube video, if I do shoot it that way, I feel like it's never good. It's never good quality. So I create a plan before every single one of my YouTube videos. And if you guys want to watch a video of me talking about how I map out my videos, what I do when I'm creating my plan, you guys can go ahead and click right here and check out that video. I will also include it in the description bar down below. And I'm not going to lie, I just used one of my tips right there, and you guys may notice that I do this all the time, but I try to talk to you guys, not at you guys. And it can be kind of hard, honestly. It can be hard. You're talking to a camera. It seems a little weird. This is not a natural thing to do, but you want to make sure that you understand your audience. And honestly, responding to comments, getting to know your audience is going to be one of the easiest ways for you to understand exactly who you're talking to so you can engage with them properly. You guys may notice that in my YouTube videos, I say you can click right here when it comes to a YouTube video that I am mentioning. I do that for a reason. I want my YouTube videos to be as interactive as possible so you guys feel included in them. As well as, this is a sneaky little trick that I like to do sometimes, I will tell you at the beginning of the video that you have to stick around to the end because something is going to happen. Like either I'm doing a giveaway, I've done that before, or even in just the last video, I had you guys vote on what video was going to be coming next, which is exactly why I am shooting this video, because you guys wanted to see this one first. So if you tell your audience from the very beginning, make sure you stick around, and then I'm going to share something at the end that you don't want to miss. More people are likely to watch your videos the whole way through, and they just feel a bit more of a connection from you as well if you treat them as an actual person that is on the other side of the screen. I'm telling you, it's the littlest thing, but it makes a big difference. But really, that's just the filming stuff. So what can you do within your editing to make your videos as interesting as possible? And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I think it all comes down to your editing style, your preference, and the videos that you like to watch and what you want to create. You know, Emma Chamberlain, she's really just blown up over the past year and a half. Me personally, that editing style would not make any sense for my YouTube videos, and I really don't enjoy watching videos with that editing style. I like Emma Chamberlain for her personality. I think she's funny as heck, but I don't really enjoy that editing style. So what I want you guys to do is pay attention to the YouTube videos or the creators that you could watch over and over and over again because you love the editing style, or even if you just love the personality of the creator. That is going to help you to determine what you actually like and what you want to incorporate within your YouTube YouTube videos. But some simple tips that I can give you guys. The first one is that sound effects are actually your best friend. You guys may have noticed that I use the little clicking sound or I use the popping sound whenever I am showing something on my screen. There's a reason for that. We are in the day and age where people like to listen to things. So I know that some of my audience is only listening to my YouTube videos. They may not be watching them. And I still want them to take a look at the screen and encourage them to jump back, focus their eyes on my YouTube video. And I do that by telling them when there is something different on the screen or a different pop-up that they may want to see. So I do use sound effects, and honestly, that can make a pretty big difference within your YouTube videos, as well as break up your video with visuals or things that are actually going to enhance what you are saying. And you guys probably notice that I do this just all the friggin' time, but I will never include a scene within my YouTube video where it's just me talking for 3+ minutes straight without anything else popping up on the screen. I will not do that because it's not engaging for you guys. So even if I'm just saying something so simple as thank you guys for 7,000 subscribers, because seriously, 7,000 subscribers, I can't believe you guys, I'm going to pop up something on the screen that shows that I do have those 7,000 subscribers, because it not only backs up what I'm saying and kind of makes the point, but it just makes it a bit more interesting. How many times can I say interesting in this video? Someone please count and let me know in the comments